Hello everyone, my name is Antonio Coleman and I would like to welcome you to my latest video in my Linux series. For reference, I create videos like this covering various computer science topics, and in this series we're focusing on operating systems. In case you missed it, we covered introduction of Linux a little bit before this, and in this installment we're covering some of the more comprehensive and higher tier advanced commands. This video is separated by topics, so the first topic will be navigation and user information. When navigating home directories in Linux, the tilde represents your home directory. You use cd tilde or simply cd to return there instantly. Next, we have man for manual, the interface to the online reference manuals. You can use man command, example mancat, to see a full guide on how to use any command. Next we have the whoami, which prints the effective username of the current user. Lastly, we have ID, which displays the numeric user ID or UID, and group IDs, GID, for better terminology, for the current user. Next we cover file operations and discovery. The first command we have is find. This searches for files in a directory hierarchy based on names, size, or permissions. An example that I listed on my slide for this is find.name, and then the name of the file will be test.txt for a text file. This searches the current folder for that specific file. And then we have cat for concatenate, which reads data from files and outputs it to the screen. It is most commonly used to display the contents of a file quickly. Next, we cover redirection and printing. Redirection controls where the output of a command goes. Below I have some examples on how to overwrite the target file with new data, and also how it appends the new data to the end of an existing file. Next we have LP and LPR, which are commands used to send a file directly to a printer. We have LPStat and LPQ, which are used to check the status of the print queue, which helps you see if your document is either waiting or printing. And then we have cancel and LPRM, which are used to stop or remove a print job entirely from the queue. Now we can move on to directory and disk management. Here we have CPR, which is for copy recursive. This allows for us to copy a directory and everything inside it, including subfolders and files, and have that transferred to a new location. Next we have remove recursive, which deletes a directory and all its contents. I noted that you should use this with caution, as this is permanent and you can't go back. Next we have disk free, which shows the amount of available and also the used disk space on your file systems. Lastly, we have disk usage, which estimates file space usage and is also useful for finding out which specific folder is taking up all your space. Now we can cover process management. The first command that I referenced is process status. This displays a snapshot of current active processes. We also have top, which provides a dynamic real-time view of running processes. This includes CPU and also memory usage as well. And then we have kill, kill all, and xkill, which are able to stop a specific process using its ID number, stop a process with a specific name, and allows for users to close out a window by clicking on it with your mouse, which is graphical. Now we can move on to advanced data handling. This command that I brought up was pipe, which is a powerful tool that takes the output of one command and sends it as the input to another. An example for this is using pipe and also grep for txt, which takes the list of files and filters them for specifically text or txt files. Notably, I also included grep, which stands for Global Regular Expression Print, which is a pattern matching tool used to search text or output for specific strings of characters. Now I'll cover some extra commands that I've researched for this video's purposes. First, we have alias, which is the ultimate shortcut. You can use this if you're tired of typing long commands. You can just use alias, and you can turn your 50-character command into a simple letter. I would compare this to like setting custom hotkeys for your terminal. We also have clear, which is the fresh start command. If your screen ever gets cluttered with text and output, you can type clear and it'll wipe it all away from the terminal so that you're back to your blank canvas. An additional command that I didn't include in the slide but that I'll cover is zip and unzip, which is good for universal compatibility. When you're using tar in the Linux, you can also use zip, which bridges to Windows and Mac. You can use this when you need to send files to your friends who aren't using a terminal. In addition, we also have SCP, which is secure copy. This is good because it's essentially the encrypted courier. If you ever need to move a file from your laptop to something like a cloud server, whether that be AWS, Azure, or others, you can use SCP, which uses the same security as SSH to beam files over the network safely. Now, I'll show you a quick demo of me using some of these commands, and then that will conclude the video. Thank you.